debate for senior division will be conducted. The debate is on the topic, social networking site is a boom. Now, I'd like to start calling on the participants, the senior division. May I call on Cadet Chongloi of Netaji, item number 3787, you speak for the motion of the House.
The modern way of keeping in touch with people we know and being aware of current social media. The first question that comes in everybody's mind regarding scientific hypothesis. Good morning everyone, respected principal sir, vice principal sir, administrative officer, judges, teachers, and all my dear fellow brothers and sisters. I'm Cadet Hygiene Chongloi, representing the task force to speak on the motion of the House is scientific science. First question that comes in everybody's mind regarding scientific science, whether it's a boon or a trend, is a blessing or a curse. A question that has been a topic of debate across the world. Nowadays, we find almost every house with internet service in India, as well as other parts of the world. The internet consists of many interesting things, but how the scientific science brought a major change in our life. So scientific science, since initiation has always been served, the purpose of communication and interaction. It's because of social networking site that we can communicate and interact with people miles away from us. A social networking site not only helps us communicate with one another, but they also provide all the information regarding all kinds of topics. Nowadays, we find almost every house is full of social networking site platform. And the demand for social networking site has grown worldwide and has brought significant change in our life. Every thought that the effect of social networking site is debatable, but one thing that all of agree is social networking sites are kind of enjoyable. As we all know that Facebook, Instagram, YouTube are the biggest source of entertainment. And the social networking site was also a good platform for business professional. But everything has its own pros and cons. Even social networking site has its own advantage and disadvantage. Begin with the reason that how social networking site has brought a major change in our life and how it's working for us. Government of India launched Digital India mission to improve digital literacy and make it to a common man that how we use it. Social networking sites are good because it enhances our knowledge. There are many social networking sites that enhance our knowledge. We got different ones. They provide us information regarding all kinds of topics. And Mr. Speaker, I would like to say that social networking site is also a good platform for communication purpose. We can communicate with people, friends and family during the time of pandemic. The social networking site is the strongest time of humanity. Many business professionals share their content in social media, and it helps to benefit for them because they earn their benefit for the use of social networking sites. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to say that social networking site is also a good platform for educational purpose. We can educate ourselves by watching a video on YouTube, and it will benefit for us. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like to say that social networking site is also a good platform for business purpose because many businessmen share their content on social media and it benefit from them by doing the things that is on the internet. So I would like to say that for a better world and bright future for the youth of tomorrow, it's better to note that children and teenagers must be guided by their guardian for the use of social networking site, and one should not misrealize the benefit that follow it or get completely addicted. Mr. Speaker, so I would like to say that social networking site is a boon for all, and it should not be called a boon forever. And I would like to conclude by telling that social networking site should be a boon for us. And the motion of the House should be passed and enforced.
Now I would like to call out Cadet Satyajit of Raman House, item number 4039.
Privacy is dead, and social media holds smoking gun. A very good afternoon to one and all present over here. Respected principal, vice principal, senior master, judges, my beloved teacher, brother and sister, and my dear friends. Ladies and gentlemen, listen closely as I highlight the negative aspect of the use of social networking sites, which I'm sure most of us have experienced firsthand. In the 21st century, the world has turned into a puppet of social media. 58.7% of the people use it, and this has become a medium to spread the news in a fraction of a second. I myself had experienced it during our online classes. Some of my friends, just for some love, spread the news that the school will be reopening soon or that the exam will be online. Thus, practice spread the confusion among students and also between the teacher and the students. Let us not forget the Puri attack and the Pulwama attack, in which social networking sites had played a role of communication among the terrorists. They took advantage of the great features like end-to-end encryption of the great app WhatsApp, in which privacy concerns matter the most. This example with terrorists is only the tip of the iceberg. It's not because through such features, the younger generation have also been susceptible to take part in illegal activity. It's not because with the wide use of the social networking sites, people have set up online shopping pages on business as well as on Instagram. Pages like Shopee and Visor are some examples. Teenagers on such platforms get attracted to such products with normal info and warranties on sold products. Scams are common. Adults are also affected. It can be a way for inciting violence. Radical political figures or social influencers may raise their followers to turn to a cruel balance for their goals. A good example of this is the permanent suspension of the former US President Donald Trump's Twitter account last year. On 6 January, hundreds of his followers from the US Capitol. The ensuing violence led to the death of 4 civilians and a police officer. Trump labeled those his friends as patriots and fathers due to glorify them. Many models, brand ambassadors, celebrities post videos, reels, vlogs, using a glimpse of their luxury lifestyle, which heavily influence the young generation. Just because, sir, I wanted to raise the question, that is, do they actually live like that they post? Absolutely not. All that glitter is not gold. Such instead want their audience, especially youth, to grab a self-lavish lifestyle. It is enough such youth could fall into a beast of separation with no self-worth. Just because, sir, I have so many points to say, but the one I've highlighted can be the imagery for the argument. Therefore, I conclude that the motion of the House do not be passed. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Galen Chatterjee. Now I would like to call out Galen Nicholas of Shivaji, and number 310, please speak.
Social networking site, a field which is ignited by the social media, has been a boon and a pain for many. But the debate on its peaks and fall has been circling the field since the time immemorial. So today we'll witness the both sides of the coins. Good morning, Science School Good afternoon, Science School I'm Cadet Nicholas Ontumbang, emission number 3810 of Sibasi House. And for today's topic, I'm totally in for the motion of the House. And why not? It's just because social media is undoubtedly a boon for the human civilization, because it has brought the whole world together at one place. So let's start with some short common facts why social media is a boon for us. As the initial purpose of social media is to connect like-minded individuals, it also comes with useful opportunities to improve our skills and careers by giving in and taking out information, knowledge, which might not be physically accessible to many of us. Number two, one of the most important points. Social networking sites help us to keep in touch with our friends and families in today's busy world. Number third, social networking site plays a big role in the field of communication. In fact, in today's world, we can say social networking site is the fastest way of communication. Number fourth, social networking site is a cost-effective marketing and a branding tool. It helps us to market our tools, our products in a various reasons, in various ways. Number four, the last point, social networking site creates an avenues for our learning and job creation, which was never existed before the advent of social media. Mr. Speaker, sir, as the previous speaker who have mentioned that social networking site gives us fake news, misinformations. But Mr. Speaker, sir, let me ask you one question. Isn't fake news and misinformations also spread through verbal conversations? Yes, it is. Fake news and misinformations are also spread through verbal communication. So ultimately, it depends on the person from where the source is he taking from, or he or she is taking from. Mr. Speaker, sir, as most of the audience are students, let me also highlight some points on how social media is beneficial for students. Teaching faculties have made social networking site as an extension to classroom discussion. In fact, we can give example, during the pandemic, social networking site was a great help to our education. Many portals like Doubtnuts, Byju's can clear students' doubt in a mere seconds. Even for me, YouTube is my second teacher. Number two, social networking site provides a platform for students to create or publish their own portfolio where they are heard and seen. Number third point, social networking site gives on updating the students with what's happening around the world. Mr. Speaker, sir, now let us relate our today's topic with the world's most heated topic, that's the COVID-19 pandemic. The following points are the positive impacts of COVID-19 of social networking site during the pandemic. It disseminates new information as soon as released. It provides relevant new scientific findings, provides free of cost new diagnostic treatments and free of cost. And it also provides the protocols as soon as published. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, I'd like to say that after being adhered to my points, both the opposition bands and even the people who don't know what today's topic was must have been convinced that social networking site is a boon for us, and the motion of the House must pass. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now we have Karen Dennis of the Gore House, and on number 44.
I'm Karen Dennis of Class 10, in which number 4085, and I'm here standing strong and against the motion of the House, which has been a controversy, talk of the town, and topic of debate for the recent years, and here again it is. Social networking sites as a good. We as a human being have emotions, so we have a feeling that our home is where our heart is. Now it has changed. The mobile phone is where our heart is. Mr. Speaker, sir, we are in a high-speed interactive world where about every kid has an iPad and a personal profile picture on social networking sites. The world is like a small village. See the potential of this incredible new technology. Most people admire it as a revolutionary invention, but I see this trend in a different light. So I speculate that on the impact of the new media on you. Mr. Speaker, sir, whatever billionaires suggest, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, they all actually generate a feeling of social isolation. We are the last generation whom our mothers are innocent enough that they don't have a social media account. The path to purpose says that students today are drifting aimlessly with no clue as what they want to do or become in the future. So obviously, there will be those who avoid work or effort. Mr. Speaker, sir, our generation may not have money, but we have time, plenty of time. We We may be more visual than our parents were. Well, yes, we are more cyber-sophisticated. Yet, there are plenty of concerns and criticisms. Many academic journalists and pundits present skeptical, negative, and even cynical views. Mr. Speaker, sir, the top issues are, we are screen users, losing our social skills with no time for healthy activities. We are so much dependent on our parents for the process so-called media popularity. We are adrift to today's world and are afraid to choose a path. The intensity for co-curricular, extracurricular, like sports, quiz, debate declines, while so the intensity of competition for what's so-called likes and shares increases rapidly. Mr. Speaker, sir, we are attempting to read newspapers. Those who are involved too much in social networking sites, they are not an idle citizen. Why? Because they don't vote and are not involved in civil society. They have no interest in voting. Their only interests are popular culture, celebrities, lifestyles, and then this leftist lifestyles and cocktail parties. Jealousy has developed as a result of social media creation of illusions. Some of us are having these fantasies about lifestyles and relationships that doesn't even exist. This media blogger, with or without talents, they are getting for fame. It again has no value in today's society. Thanks to social networking sites, innocents are also being exposed to adult sites. Boom, buzz, and don't. Which leads to further social isolation, cuts of confidence, and destroying relationships. Social networking sites are not a safe place, Mr. Speaker, sir, and it's a pretty depressing picture of this generation. Mr. Speaker, sir, am I not wrong to state that a person can have $1,000 worth of iPhone, but doesn't even know how to earn a single cent or dollars out of it? Well, we'll also be buying books. Thousands, not thousands, but tens of books worth more than thousands of dollars. Not thousands of dollars again, sorry, but thousands of rupees. We never open. It's hard, really hard for us to write 42 pages per class. Yet, in an instant, we can easily write over 500 or threads of memes. Mr. Speaker, sir, when we graduate, we probably will have a job that doesn't even exist today. My worthy fellow opposers have brought a lot of good points regarding support for the motion of the House. Well, yes, when I was a kid, a picture was a picture, but now a JPEG is worth more than hundreds of thousands of dollars. Respected audience, you might have heard of NFT, non-fungible token. Social networking sites are a platform where this NFT popularized. And then this Ethereum, blockchain, metaverse, and what else? Then the dark side revisited. Our leader of opposition has stated about this Pulwama attack as well as the scams. Well, yes, the scams are now very common. One of the best examples can be the manipulation of the Indian stock market, following the scam of Harshad Mehta 1992 scam, as well as for the Pulwama attack. Just because of social networking sites, we are losing our beloved soldiers. That too on the left-hand state. Imagine their wives. I'm even feeling emotional.